We are back with NBC News In Depth tonight. Another sign of improving conditions in Iraq. Tourism is back in parts of the country, including some unlikely places to stay for Iraqis and others on vacation, like a palace that once was only Saddam's playground. It happens to be on hallowed ground, and the public is these days welcome to visit. And recently that included our own chief foreign correspondent, Richard Engel, who we're happy to say is here with us in New York for a visit. Looks like you had quite a visit for yourself.
It was very interesting, and I think expresses a lot of what has changed in Iraq. The Iraqi government is now trying to actively promote tourism, and it's found that there are thousands of Iraqis who are willing to pay to visit what were Saddam's once secret palaces and gardens.
Along the green Euphrates River, the ruins of Babylon remain one of Iraq's historic treasures. 5,000 years old, home of the biblical Tower of Babel and the fabled Hanging Gardens.
The book of Genesis was born Ur.
The archaeological site just reopened this month after 6 years.
I can lift it?
Yes.
This is from 600 BC.
This in the time of Nebuchadnezzar.
Oh, this is Nebuchadnezzar's
yes, the name of
inscription.
Yes.
But there are no tourists visiting Nebuchadnezzar's ancient palace. Instead, Iraqis are flocking to a hill above it, to a palace built for Saddam Hussein.
It's so emotional to see these things that you are prohibited to see it before.
The palace is now a destination for class trips and family outings. Saddam carved his image and initials on the walls and panels, but little else is left. The palace was looted after the U.S. invasion. Chandeliers dangle from broken frames. The molding is crumbling. Even the electrical sockets were stolen. And the walls are covered in graffiti, most of it unflattering. "Saddam, you dumb donkey," someone wrote. For a while, the palace was a U.S. military outpost. The American soldiers hung up a basketball hoop. I came to see how Saddam took care of himself when he wasn't taking care of his people, said Ahmed Dia. It makes me angry. Angry at luxuries like Saddam's private palm tree, walled off so only he could eat its fruit, said to be the sweetest in Babylon.
About 1,000 Iraqis now visit here each day. Tickets cost 85 cents. Under Saddam, Iraqis weren't even allowed to photograph this palace from the outside or come within a mile of here.
But now for $150 a night, Sami Tawfiq and 8 relatives are spending the night in Saddam's private bedroom. It's become a hotel. The furniture, gold cupboards, coat racks, and even gold sheets are replicas. The originals were looted too, but it doesn't bother this caterer from Baghdad. Before, I only knew these places existed, but I never saw them, he said. No one could. As Saddam's palace slowly joins the legacy of countless other kings and tyrants that have ruled in Babylon.
Many of the tourists visiting Saddam's palace suffered under his regime, and some of them find it more than a little satisfying to be able to sleep in his bedroom.
And you and I have been to several of them, and it's beyond opulence, really.
It looks like it was decorated by Liberace.
Yeah, absolutely. Richard Engel, glad to have you back home here, at least for a time.